Sometimes they say things and they don't think you're hearing because they say as long as you're blind, you're deaf too.
Hey guys, well, it's here again from My-Island-Jamaica.com. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Just had a fascinating interview with Uncle Bunn, a man who has been blind from birth, never seen the world as we see it. He shared some powerful testimonies and some enthralling stories from what I call the blind side. I'm going to share that with you right now. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, though, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell notification. There'll be a lot of videos, stuff like these, like stories like his, capturing what I call the real Jamaican. I don't want you to miss any of that. So hit that subscribe button, tap the bell notification. That way, you'll stay updated on all my latest videos. Let's go back to him. Uncle Bunn, how you doing?
Good, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, now guys, I've done a lot of interviews and I enjoy all of them. I look forward to all of them, but this one is particularly interesting to me. One, because of the nature of the interview, but also because I know I'm going to call him Uncle Bunn personally. I've known him as a little boy growing up in the country, and I just managed to get back a hold of him like 2 weeks ago. So I was elated to connect with him, to have a talk with him. I have 10 questions for you, Uncle Bunn. But before I start, do me a favor and paint a picture for me of a youth growing up. I know based on our knowledge of you, my knowledge of you, that you were born blind, correct?
Yes.
And but not just born blind. You actually have a sibling that was blind as well. So tell myself and my viewers a little about yourself as a blind boy growing up, have never seen the world as the rest of us do. Tell us a little about that growing up in the country there.
Well, listen, my brother is 6 years older than I am, and he was born blind. And then there was another brother after me, and then I came after that brother. We call brother. He's Raphael, but we call him brother. I came after him, and then there was another last one that died. Well, when I grew up in the country, not really grew up in the country. When I was 5 years old, um, my uncle, who is a Salvation Army, was a Salvation Army officer, told my parents about this Salvation Army school for the blind up at Kingston. That time it was at 19 and a half. It was at 19 and a half Slipe Pen Road. And I my brother had already gone to school before me. In 1958 when I was born, he was at school at that time.
Yes.
Okay, and then I went to school in 1963, so long ago. Yes, and then it was a boarding school where other blind boys and girls attend the same school, and I grew up with my other brothers, who I call brothers and sisters because they are blind and I am blind. Some are visually impaired. Those who we call visually impaired are those who can see a little.
Yes.
They're not totally blind like myself and my brother.
Yeah.
So I grew up as a boarding student at that with those children, and I used to come home summer holidays and Christmas holidays. It was very exciting to know that you're going to come home to go to the country. Like you're always counting the days until you reach back a country.
Yeah, but you. Sorry, go ahead.
When we were coming to Kingston, we used to take the bus from like early in the morning, and we reached like 12 o'clock at a place they call Akendown, and somebody would come. My mother and my brother would come with a donkey to transport us up to the hills. But we couldn't do that kind of walking.
Yes.
Like
Well,
them. They thought that we weren't able to do that kind of walking. So
yes,
they come with a donkey, two donkeys,
yeah.
and transport us up to to
One,
the hills where we
one,
were.
one for you, one for your brother.
Where we live. Yes.
Now you said it was
Well,
two of you in the family that were born blind.
yes, man. My brother and my brother who is Henry.
Uh-huh.
We call him Boy.
Yeah.
Remember? You ever heard about him? No, I don't know if you
Yes,
ever heard
man.
about
Yes,
him.
man. Yes, man. I already
Yes.
told guys. I already told you that I know this man growing up, and that is why I'm so excited about the interview because it's somebody I remember vaguely though, but as a little boy growing up, and I was mesmerized by how you your brother, and then there was a gentleman, we call him John, would walk over the
John.
gully.
Yeah. John Pinnock.
Yeah, John.
Yes.
We call him John. Yeah, go to the post office blind and go over the gully in the night blind. And so it's almost intrigued me. And that is why I've been looking forward to this interview so much. I wanted to ask, so let me go straight into the questions, Uncle Boone. Do
Yes.
do you have any sensation of light or color?
No.
You don't have no. So when we talk about blue
No.
or red, and so you don't have no idea what we're talking about.
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you're not able to associate it with anything per se.
No. Not colors.
How do you choose your clothes to wear? Because I know based on our background talk before that you actually you actually you live by you're married, but you're
Yes.
married also to a blind lady. So both of you
Yes.
live
Yes.
alone, and so you have to get
Yes.
along alone without a sighted person. How do you choose your clothes to wear, your food to cook, those kind of things? Tell myself and my viewers
Or
how you manage to do that.
before I met my wife, I used to go around the fireside,
Mhm.
but me don't remember nothing about that again. As since she has been with me, she's the one that
Yeah.
does all that. She cook
Okay.
and clean and wash and do everything that a sighted woman will do. Just that.
How does how does she do? How do you do that? Whether you or she? How do you? How are you able to do all of that stuff? Just paint a picture
Yeah,
for us.
because yeah, well, it's just that you have a knowledge of it and of
Mhm.
what people tell you and show you. She was
Mhm.
able to see, you know, and then she
Mhm.
lost her sight. So she saw the old things. Knows
Mhm.
about color and all that, and she saw her parents cooking and all that, her sisters. So she knows how to do it. So somebody taught me how to do certain things. You know,
Mhm. All right,
I
you know
don't
what?
know
I'm gonna.
how good it.
That's
I don't know
amazing.
how
I'm
good
gonna.
I would be. I would manage now. Yes.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna ask you.
Mm.
I have a few more questions for you, but I'm gonna ask you to, if you don't mind, can you bring her in now, your wife, because both of you live together.
Yes.
I just have a couple
Yes.
questions for her, and then allow her to leave, and then I continue with you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Until your wife join us, we'll continue. You're also an avid guitar player. Remember that? I remember you guys used to play some good tune up in the hills. Uh,
Oh,
how,
sometimes you used to looking on us.
yes, man. Yes, man. How did you learn that? Because you still play the guitar too, right?
Yes, man. Even better than when we used to play it. Anyway,
How did before you finish, you can play a little tune for you later on. But for now, tell me a little bit. How did you learn that? So, Uncle Bun, your
you want
wife has joined us. Your wife has joined us. She's not hearing what you are saying because you're using a headset. I'm gonna ask you to put the headset on her head so I can talk to her
mhm.
a little bit. Uh
All right.
all right. So Miss Marlene, Marlene is your name, right?
Merle, Merle,
Merlene,
Merlene.
how are you? Merlene,
I am not bad, thank God.
to God be the glory. I'm so enthused. I'm so excited to be talking to both of you. You and your husband. Your
Okay,
husband, your husband I know growing up as a little boy. And I was able to
all right,
reconnect with him recently. And I was
okay.
excited to hear that he marry a lady. And so I'm doing a little I'm doing a little interview with him, and I would love to talk to you too. You know,
Okay.
how is it going? How is it? I was asking him about. I'm awed by how you guys are able to simple things that we take for granted. Choose your clothes, to wear, your food to
Specialty.
cook, clothes to wash, and so on. How do you do it?
Oh well, from I became blind, because I were not born blind.
Yes,
As a matter of fact, I were born blind, yes, but when I know myself, I could see because my parents realized that I was blind at a tender age,
yes,
baby, and
yes.
they took me to KPH, and that's where I recover a little vision, but I could not see far. I went to
Okay.
school, and
Yes.
and I could see, but not on the blackboard.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
right, but I did my work well at school. I was good at school,
Yes.
very brilliant.
How different is it now, knowing that you had a little sight and now you don't have any at all?
It's far different because what I could see then I cannot see now. I have to feel them as long as they can be, felt. I have to use
Yes.
my hands. I'm
Yes.
totally blind now.
Yes. But you still do most stuff that the rest of us would do. I mean, as I said, we cook, you clean, you do everything.
Yeah, yes. I wash my clothes because
Uh-huh.
I used to wash when I came to Robbie house and Robbie's house. I start to wash his clothes, and
Yeah.
somebody used to wash for him. And when I
Yeah.
start to close them and I smell them and feel
Yeah.
them out all the arm, and so I said to him, the clothes are not washing properly.
So you
People,
have to sort out.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yes. Yeah.
because the arm feel different, like when him use him roll and them feel very coarse.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
And so I noticed, and when I smell them, I
Yeah.
realized that the shirts were not clean,
Yeah.
and the pants as well.
Wow. Thank
So
God. Thank God
I
for.
put them, huh,
No, no man,
huh,
go ahead and talk. Go ahead. No,
yeah. So
I was saying,
I put them into pan and wash them, sit and wash them myself, you
hang them
know,
out to hang them
and
out to
and.
dry and everything.
and yes, and people, he told me that people, after I came and started look about his clothes, people see the difference
Yes,
that somebody is there.
yes. A wife is in the build.
Yes,
A wife is in the building.
right.
Are you?
And I press them. I
Excellent,
iron them too.
excellent, excellent. Do
Yes.
you use phone, smartphone, and stuff like that?
I use smartphone, but I am not good as Robbie, my husband. He is
Yeah.
very excellent on it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to him to finish the interview with him. But I just wanted to, to touch base with you. Wife, you came in and obviously help to make his life better as well. All the best to both of you. All the best to both of you.
Uh-huh.
On your journey.
Yes.
You know. All right. So let me
Yes,
talk.
man.
All the best. So let me talk back to him. Let's give him back the headset.
Okay, my dear Mark. Thank you.
All right
He
then.
wants to
Yeah.
speak back to you. Take the headset off. Hold it two side. Hold it two side. Uh-huh.
All right, all right, Uncle Boone. I'm not sure if you were hearing your wife's responses, but I
Yes,
like her.
I
I
heard.
like her. I like her. She
Her
talk
spirit,
about the
yeah.
washing of the clothes and how she come and sort out the clothes properly, man.
Yes, man. She's very
It's a
good.
bless-
She's very good.
it's a blessing. It's a blessing. So yeah, we were talking
Mm.
about the guitar. You were talking about the guitar and so on. And before we finish, you have to play a little tune for myself and my viewers, man. I know you're good at that. One of your favorite songs, on guitar. But
Okay. My wife can
tell me
sing
a
very
little
well
bit
too, you know.
huh?
My
She
wife can
sing?
sing very well. She sings very,
All,
very, very well.
all, all the better. So you play and she sing. So before we finish,
Right.
so to have her stay beside you, and let me just Let me just finish, man. So tell me about where you learned to play guitar, though.
Okay, I was telling you about some persons who used to come to Jamaica called the Peace Corps volunteers.
Yes.
They used to put them in different fields to help, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They volunteered, and
Mm-hmm.
one of them was at my school. His
Mm-hmm.
name was Mr. Paul LaRose, and he taught
Mm-hmm.
me the basics. But when I
Mm-hmm.
graduated from school and was down at the country,
Mm-hmm.
I started to practice even harder to get it done, get myself, because I must tell you that when I started to learn to play the guitar, I learned it very, very quickly. It's
Mm-hmm.
something that it seemed as if was there from waiting to come out.
Yes.
It's the easiest thing I've ever learned because my head is
Wow.
tough. So the guitar is the easiest thing I've ever learned.
Wow. Do you find that people, Uncle Bun, are condescending
Mhm.
because of your blindness?
Yes, man. Yes, man. They do. They do. A lot
Oh.
of people. They sometimes they say things and they don't think you're hearing because they say as long as you're blind, you're deaf too. So they say things, and sometimes when you go to public places with
Mhm.
somebody, they will say to the person, what is his name?
Mhm.
Or can you? They talk to you like a third person,
Yeah,
like you don't understand.
as if you don't know, know what they don't know. You're not sure yourself.
So I have to say to them, listen, I am here. Speak to me.
Yes,
I understand everything that you say.
yes, yes, yes.
I have to say that, and
Yeah,
unfortunately,
yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, on that note, what would you say is the hardest thing about being blind?
well, the thing about being blind is that there are many disadvantages. People treat you less. They don't think you're normal. They
Mm,
give that impression. You're not normal.
yeah,
If they ask a question and you answer it, they ignore you.
yeah.
If somebody is there, they will ask the question again as if they didn't hear you. That
Wow,
sometimes you can give them
wow,
the information and yes, that's how they treat it. Yes.
wow, wow. Well, you know what? This interview is going out now. Is going out to thousands of people, and I hope this message, I mean, you speaking in that regard, will probably let a lot
Yeah.
of persons realize,
Yeah.
and learn,
Educate them. Yeah.
educate definitely, about some of the
Hmm.
do's and don'ts. Do blind persons cry?
Yes, man. They will not have human emotions like everybody else.
I
And
know.
people trouble us too. People and they take steps with us too. They say things to make us feel angry. And when we respond, they say we
Yeah.
them in face thing as if
Yeah.
we are not human.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. So, but you don't have what we call the eye water like everybody else, because your
Yes,
eye is
man.
totally
Yes,
blind.
man.
You
Yes,
have the
man.
eye
You have
water
eye
as well.
water. Like
Oh,
everybody. Yes, man.
okay, okay.
Yes.
On a more positive note, what would you say is the coolest thing of being a blind person? The best thing of being blind?
Best thing. The best thing of being blind. Well, I with me now, like how I was born blind. You see, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't have sight. I've never had sight, so the blindness is what I've been living with. So, but the best
Mm-hmm.
thing I would say is that you're still able to have a life. You're still able to
Yes,
live a life in the fullest. Because right now I'm talking to you and I'm using a smartphone, and
yes,
technology is there for us to use. We use
yes,
the computer, we use
yeah.
a laptop and all that sort of thing. We are
Internet,
up with everything.
internet,
Internet,
WhatsApp,
yes, YouTube,
WhatsApp. Your wife, your wife
yeah.
alluded to that. Your wife alluded to that to say you are the technology geek. So let me ask you though, how much do you use the technology, and what do you typically use it for? How good are
How
you?
do I use it? Well,
How good are you with
I
this?
wouldn't say I think I am able to do whatever I want to do. I can go on YouTube. I can WhatsApp, and Facebook, everything. I have a lot of Facebook friends,
Yeah.
you know, and I
How
have
do
a
you
lot
do
of
that though? How do you do that? Let
WhatsApp
me.
contacts.
Yeah.
Oh
How do you
yes,
do that?
let me.
How,
Yeah, because my phone, our phone
uh-huh.
that we use, your phone too
Yeah.
has that feature that
Capable.
they
Yes.
Google speech text to speech talk back.
Ah.
It's on your phone, and it's on all
Smartphone.
Android and iPhones.
All you have to do is
Okay.
activate it if you
So
want.
if
Yes.
so when we were talking before and I send you the link to join the
Mm,
meeting, how
mm.
I mean did you get like a notification? How did you know that the link is there and where the link is to click on it? For argument's sake.
Oh well, you hear it, man. Everything that comes on the screen, the talkback, relates it to us. It's a screen reader, and everything
Ah,
when you yes when I call you and I didn't get you. It says Mark is on another call.
oh, okay.
Mm,
Interesting.
mm.
Interesting.
Yes. Mm.
Interesting, man.
Everything that is what comes on the screen.
Yes. And like
Mm.
the link, when I send you the link for you to click on it, did you click on it or you just
Yeah.
say something and it opens?
No, let me tell you. It it reads it. That's what I'm saying. It says
Mm,
HTTPS whatever,
mhm,
and I click on
mhm,
it, and it says open with, and I
mhm,
can open it with either Google Chrome, or I have a Samsung AS10 AS10, so I can
mhm.
do either the Chrome or internet.
Ah.
You know
Do you feel that being blind make you because you're blind you miss out on life?
not very much. Not very much, because
Yeah.
I've been I've been in music. I used to be a part of two bands,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm traveling all over Jamaica playing. I've worked in hotels. So
Oh, well,
I've enjoyed my life, man.
tell us a little about that, man. Tell us a little about the
Yes,
bands and so forth.
yes, I used to be in a band with other blind persons, and
Uh-huh.
we used to get gigs, we used to get shows and so and do those shows
Mm-hmm.
with persons who are sighted, who would you know carry the
Mm-hmm.
boxes and set up the band when we were on stage and all that sort of thing, and we play.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
when I became a member of the other band, the second
Mm-hmm.
band, it used to be called Power Play. I used
Mm-hmm.
to go to the hotels to play. We used to go to hotels to play. I've been and
Oh.
we have many artists, many
Mm-hmm.
famous artists with back. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I can
Tell me a
name.
few of them, man. Tell me a few of them. Who? Like who?
Well, like even Beanie Man or Yellow Man, and
Uh-huh.
um, one of the time Skeeter Davis came, and I was
Uh-huh.
one of the musicians that was that played in that show, on her show.
What you
So
saying?
I'm a professional musician.
Uh, uh
That is what I
and
would say.
oh, awesome. So you don't consider yourself that you miss out a whole lot in life. I am
No,
so
sir.
happy. I'm so
Yeah,
happy to hear
and I'm
that.
able to communicate with people, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm able
Mm-hmm.
to communicate with persons also. And I have a lot of persons who are sighted.
Yeah.
A lot of lady friends, and a lot of
Yes. Yes.
other friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember before we finish the interview, we're gonna ask you to pull your guitar and your wife and both you and your wife are gonna sing and you play them because I want to relive some of those moments as well. But just before, I
Mhm.
have two more questions. Two more. Well, actually, three more questions. Three quick questions for you, my brother, my uncle, my
Yes,
brother.
sir.
I'm gonna say, if you should wake up
Mhm.
if you should wake up tomorrow and is able to see, what would that mean to you? Would it mean anything?
I don't know, I don't know what I can't say. I can't say
Can't
because it would be a different. I don't know how it would
experience.
be. Yeah, it
Yes,
would be a
yes,
different
yes,
experience. I
yes,
don't know how
yes,
it would be. It
All
would
right.
adapt
And
to.
yeah, I know. And I know I put you on the
I
spot for
don't
that.
know how to answer that question.
Yeah, man, and I appreciate that. I know. That was deliberate. Well, let me ask you and the next one is,
Yeah.
what advice would you have for someone who is newly blinded or someone who is partially blinded?
Well, I would say you have to try to cope with your disability, because if you don't, you'll go down. You'll have to motivate yourself. And
Mm-hmm.
one of the places that you can go to do that is the Jamaica Society for the Blind up at
Mm-hmm.
111 and a half Old Hope Road, where they teach newly blinded persons how to manage themselves, how to get back in the game,
Mm-hmm.
you know, how to
Yes.
walk with a white cane, how
Yes.
to, you know, get back, starting to cope with their blindness,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yes.
Yes. Awesome. Awesome.
And
And
after a while, they get back as good as almost as good as they were when they were, when they were sighted.
yeah.
Some have their own business that they start,
Awesome. Awesome.
and are doing their
Awesome.
well.
What do you do for a living now, Uncle Boone?
Well, there's I have my friend who is partially blind. We go out
Mm-hmm.
and we go on buses and we play. I play the guitar and we sing together.
Mm-hmm.
And people enjoy what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And we ask them for we go to we ask them for whatever they have to give us.
A
So we don't
contribution.
have to. Yeah, we don't have to beg. Our music talks for us.
Yeah.
And when you go down
Yes.
the aisle, people enjoy. Sometimes they want us to sing from one, from morning till night. And we go on the bus, they want us to
Yeah.
sing. But my friend, he doesn't only sing. He asks questions,
Yeah.
to sharpen the mental capacity of the
Yeah.
passengers on the bus.
Oh, lovely. And so this would be like the JUTC buses in Kingston.
Yes, JTC bus.
Yeah. So after you sing, they'll give you a contribution towards it and so forth.
Right. After we sing, right.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
If
And
if there
that helps. That helps.
that helps you to make a
Yeah, man,
living.
that helps. Yes,
Okay.
man, it helps.
If there's
Look at
if
food
there's
on the
anybody,
table.
yeah, to put a little food on the table. If there's anybody who is watching right now who is hearing your story and hearing us and is
Mm,
interested in making a contribution to you or to donate something or to lift you to do something for you in a tangible
mhm,
way, is there a contact number they could
mhm.
reach you at?
Well, my contact number is, I have two numbers. It's
Mhm.
894-5970 or 798-2662.
So just repeat that for me, Uncle Boone.
It's
Repeat them for me,
eight
and it's
nine four.
876. Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yes, go
It's
ahead.
894
Mm-hmm.
5970
Mm-hmm.
or 798-2662.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is my WhatsApp number. 894 is the WhatsApp number.
Okay, so they can also WhatsApp you and you'll be able to
Yes, they can
respond.
WhatsApp me.
Excellent. All right. So, guys, to Uncle Boone's point, there's also a link in the description below to his niece, who if you want to make a tangible contribution to him in any particular way, uh, you can follow the link in the description as well, and that will guide you to how you can get in touch with him further. The question I have, final question for you, man, and this is I asked on my
Mhm,
interviewees, is in your mind,
mhm.
what makes Jamaica special?
Well, what makes Jamaica special is the people
The
that live
people.
here in Jamaica. And
Hmm.
it's culture, and it's, people and the culture, music and food and everything like that. That's what
Mm.
makes Jamaica special.
That is what makes
Yes,
Jamaica special.
because
Well,
because Jamaica is a place where everybody wants to copy it.
yeah.
If you notice, yes,
Yes, yes. Guys, and if
people
you
all over the
agree with
world
me,
wants to copy us.
I know. And in fact, guys, if those of you are watching now, If you agree with him, give us do a thumbs up right now and a like, man. I'm sure you do. Before we close, you mentioned that you are a good musician, and I know that. I remember when I was a little boy. You're much older than me. I'm a big man now, but you're a bigger man. But I remember you and John, mostly. I know your other brother who is also blind did some of that. But I want you before we go to treat my viewers with a little something. You and your wife. Can you do that for us?
Yeah, but let Shanti bring the guitar. There you go.
She have to hold the phone.
Come with it. My guitar you carry?
You want mine?
All right, you carry this already. Empty and broken, I came back to him, a vessel unworthy and so scarred with sin. But he did not despair, it over again, and I bless the day. He didn't throw the clay away. Over and over, he molds me and makes me into his likeness. He fashioned the clay, a vessel of honor I am today. And all because Jesus, he didn't throw the clay away. He is the potter, and I am the clay. Molded God's image, he wants me to stay. Cause when I stumble and fall, and my vessel breaks, he just picks up the pieces. He doesn't throw the clay away. Over and over, he molds me and makes me into his likeness. He fashions the clay, a vessel of honor I am today. It's all because Jesus, he didn't throw the clay away. A vessel of honor I am today. And all because Jesus, he didn't throw the clay away.
Wow, 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 wow. Fantastic, 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 man. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you so much, Uncle Bunn and your wife. Robert Lawson officially is your name, right? Robert Lawson.
Yes.
Yes, man. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure, man. It's a pleasure.
Yes.
It's a pleasure. Thank you for your time and thank you for your inspiration. All right.
Yes, thanks for your concern.
Wow, wow, wow. Uncle Bunn, guys, and his wife. What do you make of them? Quite an inspiration, right? Quite a story. It's so different, but good, learning about the other side, the blind side. What do you make of him, though? What do you make of him? What do you make of his wife? What do you make of their story? What do you make of his experiences? I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment down below. And remember, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell notification. I do a lot of videos capturing stuff like these. I call it the real Jamaica. You don't want to miss any of that. So hit that subscribe button and tap the bell notification. That way, you stay updated on all my latest videos. This is indeed Real Jamaica.
And all because Jesus, he didn't throw the clay away. Vessel of honor I am today. And all because Jesus, he didn't throw the clay away.